Today I want to talk about adaptation in new vibrations which are more high now. And now on planet coming these vibrations non-stop. Before it was temporary, time by time, but from this year these vibrations are coming all the time. This depends from each person in which vibrations they are, in which level of vibrations. If person is already in, I can say, high vibrations, for these people is more easy to adapt with new vibrations, because them vibrations already are more high. So for them this process happening more smoothly, more easy, maybe for some of them even more quickly. But more big problem is for that people who vibrations is still low. For example, to understand more good, I will try to explain with example. For example, when we going up very high in mountains, upside air is more light. Up in mountains, air is more thin. It's not so much heavy like down in mountains, like on land where we are. For example, for cosmonauts who flying in cosmos where have no earth gravitation, also for them is different. This how can to say, places, spaces are so much different for our mind, for our conscience, and for our physical body. And same also is with these high vibrations. For people who are still in low vibrations, then vibrations are more heavy, and these high vibrations, they are more thin, more light, and of course for these people they are very much different, and they tend to feel psychological and even physical discomfort, more big discomfort than people who already have high, medium, high vibrations. And so for this low vibration people is more difficult to get adapted with that, because that is something unknown. And in our mind and also in our physical body have like some kind of protecting filters, I can to say something like that. When we meet in our life with something for first time, and what we don't know absolutely nothing, then mind is very careful, mind and even also physical body, they are protecting, and they can look on these things even like on something danger. More easy that can to understand when we thinking, when imagining old time, when people was living in caves, in nature, in caves. And for example, when that time people was meet with new kind of animal which they never have seen in their life, they seeing it for the first time and don't know this animal can be danger, cannot be danger, can do to them something bad or cannot. Also, our body and our mind is like more careful and like switching on like some kind of protecting filters, looking on that maybe can be danger, because everything what is unknown for us, mind and our body looking that can be danger for us, that can be something bad for us, and of course need time that our mind, our body get know these new vibrations which we never have seen in our life before, and need time to adapt with these vibrations to get them know more good. Also in body, in our mind, also all parameters like changing. In our body some processes are changing, in our mind something is changing, everything, not only in physical body but our also in mental, in emotional, in our mind, everywhere something is changing to adapt with new vibrations, with that all is new for us. To understand that more good, for example, alpinists, people who making hiking up in mountains, for example, and more up in mountains, air is different than here on the ground. It's more thin. For first time when we meeting with like this air, for some people they feeling really like even physical discomfort. Something, for example, head maybe can turn or something else can happen in our body. And of course we need time. Second time maybe already feeling better, and when we going more and more, body adapting in that place with thin air. Same also is with cosmonauts who flying in cosmos and where have no gravitation. Also that place for body is very much different place. And also body need like a training. That's why cosmonauts first going in special places where they can learn body to be in like that spice, and that body getting adapted, because that is also so much different for physical body, for our mind. And same is also with these high vibrations. These are like two examples which can help you to understand more good what mean high vibrations. That is something completely different, that our body never was living in like this space with high vibrations. Body know more good low vibrations, where we was all the time living for centuries, where people was living. This happening on planet and with people for first time. This is something completely unknown for people, for planet, for nature. That's why a lot of things around us changing. Nature changing, climate changing, weather changing, planet changing, and also we people too. That can to see around people, that with people happening strange things. They reacting different, same behavior maybe can be different. They starting to think in different way, looking on things different. Everything in us changing, and that is very normal. If you feeling any kind of discomfort, or psychological or physical, that almost for sure can be because of this high vibration, and it's very normal. So let's be more patient. Also we can to help for ourselves to wake up these vibrations more high, our personal vibrations. That time will be more easy for us adapt with new vibrations what are around us and what coming also in us, and that will make more or less discomfort, and we will pass this process more easy, more smoothly, maybe even more quickly, it will not take maybe so much long time, it will not be so difficult for us. So we can help also with different kind of practice, with meditations, to wake up our vibrations and to learn to keep them in high level. Because with every negative thoughts, negative emotions, with any kind of discomfort around us, we can down them again to the low. So this is also one more thing what we have to learn, to keep them in level where they are. It's also not easy, and there have also a lot of factors what we have to know, which situations, which things are downing our vibrations, and what we can to do that they don't downing, how we can to keep us ourselves in balance. That are a lot of things to learn. It's like really to start to go in first class and to learn to read, to count, to write. This is something same, but this is about energies. It's about something what we cannot touch with hands, what we cannot see with eyes, what we cannot hear. That is something out of all these things. That's why it's maybe a little bit difficult, but not impossible.